In 50 days, I need to make $100,000 or my parents are going to force me to go back to college. I don't want to do that. I can't live my life living as a 9 to 5 worker. I know there are other ways to make a living besides a corporate job, but they won't believe in me. So I packed my bag and headed straight to far, far away range to prove them wrong. My plan? Just farm slimes till I get a full $100,000 in my pocket. I am just going to gamble and hope that this method works. But there is just one problem. I only have $250 left in my pocket after the travel expense. And to top it all off, I don't have any idea how to start making money from slimes. Luckily, this brochure taught me the basics. From selling slime, producing money, to enclosing them for taking care of them. After selling my first plot, I have enough money to make my first heavy decision. I bought a garden. I know that this is a dangerous move. After all, if this turned out to be a glorified dirt plot, I might not recover. But I had to do it because if I can't feed them no money, then I will be sent back to college. Now that they are well fed, I noticed something. My slimes loves escaping, and I can have them doing that. This is literally my freedom fading away. Not just that, it is my pride on the line here. After all, I said that I can do this, and yet I stumble on something as simple as keeping the slime in check. So I look for ways I can improve storing them, and I found about coral upgrades. This is awesome. But it's another risk or reward thing. These upgrades are expensive, and I don't want to declare bankruptcy, so I hold off on buying it for a while and decided to make some money first.
Outside my kitchen window, there's a happy parade.
And with that quick farming endeavor, my plots are now safe and secured with high walls. Now it's time to add more slimes, because somewhere along the line, I realized that selling one type of slimes is actually hurting my progress. Because the plot market works by checking every 24 hours how much you've sold each day, and if you sold too much of a certain plot, their prices decreases the next day. So I had to add variety to the products I sell. Then I came across this, a rock slime. They're a bit feisty, but once inside my vac, they are well behaved. I hope that they don't cause problem later. At first, I bought a new coral just for them. I even equipped it with high wall upgrade, but seeing how much they love to escape, I knew that something has to change. So I invested in an air net and added them to the first slime I got. And with that, I managed to create a pink and rock slime largo. And largos are basically a mutated combined version of a slime that you put together. But then, another problem has risen. Plort collecting just become a life or death job. Before, collecting plorts are just annoying because I need to sort between slimes and plort. But now, they are attacking me. And I can't have that. I don't want to increase the risk of me failing. I want to play it safe. So I bought a plot collector. This is another one of those necessities I need to do in order to have a smooth flow of money in my ranch. Then, I set out on a journey. My goal this time is to find food for the rock slimes, because another thing that I just learned is that when you feed them their favorite food, they are going to produce more plorts. And after a while of looking around, I didn't find anything but a weird slime. I accidentally picked one up and it scared me. They don't look like the cute slimes that I know, so I ran away. And in desperation to get away from them, I jump over the sledge and find a safe space. Without hesitation, I move forward and these slimes appears. They don't look friendly, so I retreated and found a cave opening right here. And there I met this huge slime. Then I went out to figure out a way out of this place. I tried climbing back the ledge I was before, but I was not successful. So I have no choice but to see whether those slimes are actually friendly. But then they exploded, and that nearly killed me. So I panicked and returned back to the cave. What do I do? Am I stuck here? I even went back to the gorgeous slime and checked that maybe there are other exits, but I found nothing. So I had to be smart in evading these slimes. After recovering my health, I bait one out and pick it up and throw it away at the sea. Then I did it again with the other one. I don't know if there are more of them past this place, so I just rush and hope that I can do it. And you know what's so funny? I actually found a heartbeat in this place. That's exactly the food that I'm looking for. So I continued my journey and there, I finally made it. So I rushed back home because I didn't feel safe right now. Home sweet home. So I feed the carrots I have to my slimes and bought a garden for the heartbeat. After that series of events, I realized that I might be approaching this all wrong. Remember when I said that my plan was to just farm slimes till I get 100k? I don't think that is possible with how things are. Running a ranch is expensive. On top of it, there is also the market. And with a quick math, I realized that I need to make $2,000 per day. But with how things are, I can't even make half of that in a day. So now, I created a new plan. A two-part plan to hopefully buy my freedom. The first part is setting up my ranch. I will slowly work from one additional plot obtained to purchasing massive chunks of land to be used later. Then I want to find a phase slime. Why, you might ask? Well, first and foremost, they can be easily obtained. Plus, look at their market value. But before I can do that, I need to tackle some problem first, like space. Once I start adding more slimes, I need available plots for their food sources and their corral. I also need some funds because a fully upgraded corral can cost $2,500. As of now, I can't afford that yet, so I did the grind.
You turn ashes into a place to start. 'Cause
I also built a coop for this new slime that I found because they are carnivores. While I was foraging for food, I found another Largo slime. After encountering the one from before, I did some research and found out that you could feed them with whatever food they like and they will give you a prize. For this one, it gave me a key. I don't know what to do with it, so I'll hold on to it for a while. On the other hand, I finally bought a new ranch expansion. This could store some dangerous slime so that they are away from my chill ones. And while exploring this place and finding a lot of chicken, I found a door at the end of it. So I went and used up my first key to open it, and unfortunately this doesn't unlock a new place. More like there a new way of getting across this place. I hope that this blunder won't affect my progression later on. Because of that disappointing event, I went back to the Pospor Largo that I found earlier and managed to get a key from it. By the way, I don't know if overfeeding them is a good thing or not because look at their face when they are about to explode. But good or not, I need to get this money fast, so I'm so sorry. Then with this good news, I realized that in my map, there are places that are hidden. So I think that is where I need to use this key. So I traced a place where a door might be located and I found this. While walking around this place, I felt like I was a kid again, just finding new stuff and learning about them along the way. And yes, whenever I can find something new, I almost always try to take them with me. Back home, I also upgraded my chicken production because I now have 2 slime who are carnivores, so I need to make sure that I am not lacking. At this point, I feel at ease. My slimes are producing a lot of money for me. I even get to spend it on upgrades for myself. I even expanded and bought another land so that I could store more slimes in the future. But I still feel like it wasn't enough. I know that money is something you can never have too much of. But for now, I disregard those feelings and just wander around the mossy blanket. It's a big place after all. So while walking around, I found a new door. This place looks huge, and if I somehow obtain another key, I'll use it to open this place. Then while I was messing around with my shiny jetpack, doing parkour to places I shouldn't be, I accidentally stumbled upon another Gordo. This one is really sneaky. So I kept in mind its location and head back to grab some chicken so that I could obtain another key to open that place. That took a lot of chicken. Luckily, I came prepared. Now it's time to open that door I found earlier. After all, Sam says that this is where I can find one of the most expensive slime in far far away range, the face slime. I just need to use the key and... Why is there no slime in this place? I thought this is where they would be. Anyway, what even is this huge door right here? Oh, it's a puzzle. Anything I need to place towards their designated slime statues. That is easy. I do have a lot of slime after all. I just need pink, boom, rock, tabby, phosphor, honey, and... Rad? Where do I get rad from? Is it here? How about here? This place looks dark and creepy. Maybe this is where they are. What? That's weird. I can't find them. Oh no. Maybe they are on the other side of this door. Well, that is fine. I just need to find another Gordo like this too and they would give me a key, right? Okay. No key from you. It's fine, I have another Gordo in mind. Thank you for the two-way portal though. You also didn't have one? Oh no. I think I might have made a mistake by using my first key on a random spot. I needed those face slime in order for this to work. I am just one red slime plort away from achieving my goal. Is this it? Do I just accept that I'm going back to college? What about my dream? What about my freedom? I don't want to go home and said, I'm sorry I failed. So I went back to my ranch and just take care of what I have. You know, maybe I'll just live here, never show my face to my family again. That way I could save myself from embarrassment. Wait, what the heck am I saying? I'm not a quitter. If I can reach that place through its door, then I will find another way. Then it hit me. I already have a decent upgrades on my gear like my jetpack. Then I remember that you could get to places you're not supposed to be using it. Maybe there is a way to that place. Cause I heard that red slimes are probably located in the Indigo Quarry. And it is located on this place on the map. Meaning if I could just find a place where the Indigo Quarry is visible, then I can get to that place. So with a map in my hand, I set out on a journey to find that spot. Everyone, the rumors are true. Indigo Quarry is just up ahead. I just need to take this leap of faith. I can't believe that I am actually here. Thankfully, I didn't give up. So after finding a two-way portal to my home, I grab a lot of red slimes and some crystal as a bonus and head back to my ranch. So I completed the puzzle and managed to grab myself a phase slime. And now that I've completed the phase 1 of my clan, it is time to finally do it. It is time to gather that $100,000 and it is time for phase 2. So what I did is optimize everything. First, I plant a bunch of food that my slime loves so that they will give me the maximum plorts. Now, remember how I said that the plort markets are completely dependent on the supply? Well, to get to my goal, I am going to abuse it just a little bit. What I did for the next coming days are like this. I will feed my slimes, collect their plorts, and store it in a silo because this would allow me to limit the amount of plorts circulating the market, causing the prices to inflate. And say, let's do this for a couple of days. Would you look at that? Their prices increased. And with that, it is time to earn my freedom. That was a crazy journey. I can't believe that I went from someone who knew nothing about slimes to probably one of the richest slime rancher in the world. Maybe my key takeaway for this journey is that when you think about quitting, think again. Maybe there are solutions outside the box that you haven't seen yet. And if you reach this part of the video, first I would like to thank you for riding along my journey. One quick favor though, can I please ask you to subscribe? This video takes time and a lot of effort to produce, so please support me so that I could continue to create more. Thank you!